I'm here today with Shannon Keith.
Hi.
President and founder of Beagle Feedom Project. Nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Tell us about your organization and the work you guys do.
Well, we're a nonprofit 501c3, and we're a small organization that does a lot. And so what we do is we primarily rescue animals from animal testing facilities globally. And we're called Beagle Feedom Project because beagles are the #1 breed used for testing. So for the very reason that people love them and want to adopt them as family members is the same reason, unfortunately, that the animal testing industry exploits them. They're forgiving, they're loyal, they're loving, and they're trusting.
That's so sad.
Yeah. People within the animal testing industry have told me that they don't fight back when they're being abused. So they will not bite. They will not fight you. They'll just let you do whatever they want. And that's why we're called Beagle Feedom Project. But we don't only rescue beagles. We rescue all breeds of dogs and all animals from animal testing. It just so happens that beagles are the #1 breed.
When I first learned about your group, it was from a good friend of ours who was a supporter, and she and her husband became fosters for you guys. So they had, I think, 4 or 5 different sets of dogs that they brought into their home right after they were rescued.
Yeah.
And they kept them with them for sometimes some weeks, sometimes months, until you guys found a great home for those dogs. And when they would have those dogs, I spent as much time over there as I could, loving on them and getting to know them. And the thing that was, I guess, the most affirming for me is that the dogs seemed to bounce back really quickly. And they came from labs. Some came from meat markets in China, blood banks, all kinds of different circumstances. And when they got them, they were pretty rough. Yeah. But they rebounded so quickly, and that made me just feel so much better. And it really shows that the work that you're doing, it's so important.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm glad you said that, because the resilience of these dogs is so heartwarming, but also so critically important for our work. That's something that, unfortunately, our opposition likes to bring up. They like to say, unfortunately, that these dogs are specifically bred for animal testing, and so they're not fit to be in a home.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll never forget during our Beagle Freedom Bill legislative hearings in California, actually. It took us 2 years to pass that bill. And the bill was clean and simple. In fact, it was so welfarist. All it said was, when you're done with the testing, instead of killing them, let them out. Let them be adopted to a nonprofit organization who will then adopt them into homes. If they're healthy enough.
Seems
period.
simple.
Right. We're not even questioning the testing. We're not interfering with that. Just when you're done, don't kill them. We got opposition from every huge university you can think of, Stanford, everybody coming forward and saying, no, they're bred for testing. We don't want to release them. They should be killed afterwards. They're not bred for this. They don't deserve to be in homes. And I remember saying, well, I've got 365 examples of dogs we got out of your facilities. They're in homes right now, and here are the photos, and here are their adoptive families.
Right.
How can you say this?
They're living great lives with people who love having them as part of their family.
But we still lost that first year. The second year, they changed their strategy. All of a sudden, the second year, those same people came back and talked about how they have their own adoption program all of a sudden and how they do it themselves, so we shouldn't legislate it.
Did they have pictures?
Oh, yes, they did.
Oh, no.
Fake ones.
Wow.
But then we won the second year.
So the work you guys have done with the legislatures is amazing. And so how many states right now have release plans? I don't know what the right word is for it.
It's our signature legislation, the Beagle Freedom Bill, where they are required to release dogs and cats when the testing is over to a nonprofit. And those we've passed out in 11 states.
That's great.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And so we've got 4 in the works right now. And then as soon as we get the funding we need, we want to go federal. But that's, really expensive, so we're saving up for that.
Right. So you guys are, but still, you're making differences now.
Right.
Just
yeah,
all the time.
And
every state that you get.
Exactly.
And it should make the federal fight that much easier.
Exactly.
Right.
So we can go and say, we've passed now in 15, 20 states. So
right.
Hi.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, so my husband and I sell real estate in Ventura County, and we started a program this year where we give 5% of our commission on every transaction to the local charity that client chooses. So we had 2 clients this year who selected you so far. Yay!
Awesome.
So we have a check for just over $1,600
Wow.
for you that I'd like to give you today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there ways that people who want to get involved can help you? Obviously, they can give money. What are the other ways they can help support your efforts?
We are a nonprofit, and so we're always looking for help. So that means that we need volunteers all of the time. We need volunteers to help us with the animals. We need volunteers right here in this office helping us do everything from stuffing envelopes to answering phones to all kinds of things.
Right.
We need transport volunteers. We get animals from all different states, and we need a lot of help transporting them. We need veterinary help. We need fosters. We need adopters, and
Right.
we're talking all over the U.S. and the world. And so anybody can go on our website, bfp.org, and we have a place to apply for all of those things. Make it really easy.
That's great. That's great. Well, wonderful. I follow you guys on Facebook, and you guys do a tremendous job with your social media.
Oh, thanks.
It's really, it's very powerful. So
Yeah.
good job.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shannon. It's
Yes,
great to meet you
thank you
today.
for everything.
And thank you for all the work that you're doing.
Thank you.